The rates were extremely high and I was baffled. Like, how the hell am I supposed to afford life if my rates are between 8 and 12%? Makes no damn sense. Hey peeps, it's Rina. Welcome to my anxiety-filled life. If you already saw my last video, thank you for returning to my channel. For my new peeps, welcome. And let's get into today's video. Today, I wanted to focus on how I consolidated and refinanced my private student loans. For those of you that already saw my last video, you already know how much I'm paying per month towards my student loans. For those of you that are new, I suggest you either go to the description box and you can see the last video, or you can click the link that's going to be here. For those of you that already watched my previous video, I was actually paying way more per month before I consolidated my 11 private student loans from Sallie Mae and Navient. Before I consolidated my private student loans, my payments were about $2,000 per month. Yes, I know, it's a lot of money. I don't remember the exact number, but I was basically living paycheck to paycheck. Also, I realized that I didn't say what my interest rates were for my private student loans, and they range between 8% and 12%. The rates were extremely high and I was baffled. Like, how the hell am I supposed to afford life if my rates are between 8 and 12%? Makes no damn sense. Yes, I know that's extremely high, and that's the reason why I wanted to go researching for different options to pay down my student loan. So I was making about $30 per hour after college, and that's about like $800 per week after taxes, and about 60% of my income was going towards my student loans. Like, in college I thought I was broke, but like after college I was broke. So I was making about $30 per hour, which is about $800 after taxes per week. My student loans were taking about 60% of my income per month. Yeah, what a time to be alive. The thing is, like, when I was in college, I thought I was broke, but like my student loans made me feel broke. Once I saw that the compounding interest was just stacking up against me really fast, I decided to start paying $500 extra per month. So basically my monthly payment was $2,500 per month. That was about like 77% of my income monthly. So I thought I was broke before, but then I really became broke. And you're probably thinking, like, how did you survive off of 77% of your check after taxes? Budgeting saved my life. Luckily for me, I was able to spend a year post-grad at my parents' house saving up money. So basically 10% of whatever income I was making went towards my savings. I was saving up for an apartment at the time, and then the rest of the money went towards like my siblings, because I used to take them out a lot, towards like shopping, and then food, like towards my like work lunches, or food for the family. Budgeting really helped me stay on track. All I had to do while I was home was help my sister out with her schoolwork, pay towards the T-Mobile bill, and then do my usual chores, which was pretty simple for me. The only thing that kept me sane that entire time was just tracking my budget and making sure I was hitting the goal I wanted to move into the apartment that I am in now. I never took a personal finance course, so I knew nothing about refinancing and consolidation, so I kind of did my own research. It all started when I was in the post office one day with my little sister. We were basically sending my brother a care package. It was his first year in college. And I found Dave Ramsey's book, the famous book that everybody talks about, that kind of ignited my debt-free journey and paying off my student loans. So I took that book home with me. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me. It's at my parents' house, and because of COVID, I can't just go over there and get it. From my memory, refinancing is just taking a high interest loan and transferring it to a lower interest loan. So whether it's from one servicer to another or refinancing with the same loan servicer. As for consolidation, it's just taking multiple loans from multiple loan servicers and combining them so that you get one loan from one servicer. One day I'll do an in-depth video about both of them. Pro tip, you can actually negotiate your current interest rate with your loan servicer by just researching what other rates that other people are offering and then coming back to them with what you found and seeing if they're able to drop your interest rate so that they can keep your business instead of you hopping over to another loan servicer that's offering a lower rate. It's worth a try. After researching refinancing and consolidation, I decided to do a combination of both. Once that was decided, I realized I wanted 8 things in a new loan servicer. The first thing I wanted in a new loan servicer was a great track record with current customers, previous customers, as well as the Better Business Bureau. The second thing I wanted was a quick and easy application and approval process. The third thing I wanted was a lower fixed rate as opposed to the 8 to 12% that I was already dealing with Sallie Mae and Navient. The fourth thing I wanted was a lower monthly payment because $2,500 was not doing it for me anymore. The fifth thing I wanted was no early repayment penalty. So right now my loan is 15 years long. So if I paid it off 5 years early, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be penalized for paying it off early. The sixth thing I wanted was a decrease in my interest rate if I signed up for auto pay. So some loan servicers offer you like a small percentage discount if you decide to do automated payments every month. The seventh thing I wanted was no requirement for a cosigner. As I said in my previous video, my parents cosign on all 11 of my loans so that I can get the amounts that I requested. That means if I die or something happens to me, they won't be responsible for paying the rest of my loan. The eighth and last thing that I wanted was deferral and forbearance options just in case I experience any hardships like losing my job or the COVID situation that's happening right now, so it would definitely come in handy. Laurel Road and MOHELA hit the mark for everything that I wanted and needed in a new loan servicer. So Laurel Road is the actual loan servicer and MOHELA is the bank that disperses the actual student loan. Just FYI, MOHELA used to be called DRB. They had a bad track record in terms of customer service and reviews. So I already did my research prior to signing off on the loan and I already knew that. So they rebranded and now call themselves MOHELA. They are much better in my opinion of what they used to be because I have had no problems with them thus far. Anyways, I was approved for a 6.1% interest rate, which blew my freaking mind. Yes, it's not that low, but it was much lower than the percentages. Like I said before, my interest rates used to be between 8 and 12%. So 6.1% hit it right out the park. So, like I said before, one of the criteria that I wanted was a drop in interest rate if I signed up for autopay. So they were offering a 0.25% reduced rate. Because I signed up for autopay, I was able to get a 0.25 reduction in my interest rate and it got reduced to 5.85%. So that was really big for me because I autopay every single bill that I have and that was just nice to get that little percentage chopped off to save me a few dollars here and there. Y'all do not know how great it felt to be approved so quickly. I was able to tell my parents right away that y'all not co-signed to my student loans anymore for Sallie Mae and Navient. You are free, and that was like music to their ears. MOHELA dispersed checks out to those who will not be named anymore within like 2 to 3 weeks, and I got the notices from them saying that my student loans were paid off. So they were the last 2 payments that I made to my pimps, and I was free. They kept sending me emails for feedback, and I was like,
boy, if you don't.
They even started sending info to my little bro who was already in college on a full scholarship. So every time he got them, I'd be like, oh, let me look at that. That's taken care of. Just to let you guys know, I didn't include my federal loans from Great Lakes because the percentages were already around, I think, like 3 or 4%, so it didn't make sense to refinance them. Why would I refinance to a higher rate? Just didn't make sense. The aim is always for a lower rate, not a higher rate. Plus, federal loans are federally backed. This worked to my benefit. Due to the current COVID-19 situation, Trump signed the CARES Act, which suspended monthly payments and dropped student loan interest to 0% as of March 13th, and will continue on until September 30th, 2020. So this is really great for those of you that can still pay your monthly payments, because that will go towards some interest as well as towards the principal. For those who can't make this, take this as a sigh of relief, a break until you're able to get your income back up. So yeah, this is a win for all of us. I just find it funny how we've been asking for 0% interest relief for so long, and we've been pretty much told that it can be done. And now look, it's been done. Interesting. Very interesting. If you have made it here to the end, thank you so much for kicking it with me. Don't mind the hair. This is 5-day twist out. This is the 5th day? Maybe 5th or 6th day. And this is what I've been rocking with. Obviously expanded more, but it might look longer than my previous video because you know how the moisture works with the type 4 hair. So it is what it is. Also, I didn't want to do too much makeup because my skin is breaking out. I don't know what's going on, but my eczema's come back, so that's something else I'm trying to work on. Let me know your thoughts or questions and leave them down in the comment section below. I also have a referral link to MOHELA Laurel Road, so you can apply for a student loan, either consolidation or refinancing your loans, or a combination of both. Basically, if you click my link and you go through with the process and sign up with the loan with them, you get $200. So basically the way it usually works is that I can choose to either give you between $0 and $400. I've chosen to split it in half so that if you go through with the process, you get $200 and I get $200. Hopefully this helps someone. You can use it towards your first payment, or you can use that money towards anything else. It goes directly into your bank account. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Young, broken, independent, not broken, not quitting, I'ma get it. Even though I still struggle, I'm sufficient. Like what's up, aiming how it's business. Believe me, it's finna happen. They call them detours, we call it passion. How many no's you receive? I just stopped counting. So why you still doing this shit? I'ma cash in the fountain. See this dream dance between my ear canal, lives inside my heart like a future child. Possess the wisdom in between my smile. The world gotta see me, it may take a while. That's okay, it's prepared for. Played a lot of shows I had to pay for. Define the crowd, me, myself, and I, and the DJ and my homeboys. Good things take some time, I'm like, ooh yeah. Patience is a virtue when I'm moving. Looking at my life, it's a movie. Lot of ups and downs, I'm sticking to it. I got the sauce, I got the drip. I make the play, I get the assist. Impossible, it exists. The slow grind made a better trip.
I never took a personal loan but from my memory, refinancing is basically just taking a high interest loan and Laurel Road and MOHELA